on Torrey. Gives the ball back to Clark. They'll bring it across the timeline as we near the 30-second mark. Jackson down low, looking for now a skip pass up top to Lee. There's a wild shot in the lane, and it goes. That's Jackson. She continues to be a scorer here in the first quarter. 10 seconds to go. Grell on the right wing. Clark has taken a 1-point lead, and there's a steal. Solitaire takes it away from Grell, goes the distance, lays it up, and it's a 3-point lead for the Clark Cougars as the first quarter comes to an end. So the Cougars put on a late charge and lead it 18-15 over the Rangers as the first quarter is in the books. We'll have more basketball here in 6A area round playoff action on the Ranger Network.
In this arena, we come at you like a freight train. Here, nothing but sidestepping, high-flying, over-the-top action. And this is where tradition, pride, and determination all come together. Big East, Pac-12, and Big Ten on Fox and FS1.
Watch FS1, GVTC, Channel 515.
And welcome back to the Alamo Convocation Center for 6A area playoff action. The Smithson Valley Rangers and the Clark Cougars. Let's see how the Rangers got here. The road was just a few days ago as they take care of Bowie, 52-38. You see Clark beat Johnson down on the bottom of the bracket. Churchill and Steele were the winners, and that's who the winner of this game will face, the winner of that game. So the Rangers with the ball on the alternating possession. Palomino, Grell, tough defense by Clark, continues to pressure. Palomino, high post, Grell skips it over the top. There's a 3-ball from McGarity, and it's good. So we have a tie score as McGarity makes her second 3. And down low, the Cougars missed the layup try. That was Bell. And the Rangers have it back. Tie score, 30 seconds into the second quarter. We have a foul against the Cougars. Rachel Lee, that'd be her second and the team's third. So the Rangers will throw it in from underneath the basket. Ball comes back. There's a McGarity 3. This one's no good. Rebounded. Well, it was almost rebounded by Elliott, but taken away by Clark. Now up the right side is Jackson. Skips it left. Solitary runs inside. Floater from 5 over the top. No good. Rebounded by the Rangers. McGarity on the loose. Euro step. Layup. No good. And a loose ball. And a hit in the face. Woo. Contact there on the loose ball. It was Palomino who picked it up. And Clark, somebody got her across the face. And looks like they'll call it on 22, Cassie Bell. That's her second, team's fourth.
Number 30, Haley Adams checks in.
Sub is Haley Adams for the Cougars. Ball inbounds, top of the key, 3, Grell. Oh, and it rolls in. Grell, her second 3, she has 6, and the Cougars find themselves in a deficit now. The Rangers are up by 3. Here's Adams, the new player, feeds it low. And there is Bell with a runner in the lane with the left hand. Cassie Bell's second field goal of the game. She's got 4, and it's a 1-point game at 21-20. McGarity almost loses it out of bounds. Now goes on the dribble, gives it up to Grell. Posting down low is Elliott. They'll throw it to her, but it's tipped away. Good defense by the Cougars. Now Jackson wants to run into the paint. She'll circle out, and they'll set it up. Grell on Jackson. Now a handoff, and McGarity picks her up. She'll dish it up high. Looking high for Adams, who then sends it low. Jackson up off the glass. No whistle, but the shot goes. Jackson with her 8th point, and the Cougars lead by 1. Palomino traveled. Turnover gives it back to the Cougars. 22-21. A 1-point lead for the Cougars with the ball. 5:49 to go here in the second quarter. Jackson with the dribble. Gets a screen. Now takes it to the rim and lays it up and in. Tania Jackson puts the Cougars up by 3. Now a far court pass. Grell controls it. Adazic, a long 3. Gets her own rebound on the miss, and she's fouled on the rebound. Foul on Sydney Solitaire, her first, the team's 5th. We've got a sub for Clark. And there is a timeout on the floor. So you see, as the timeout by Smithson Valley, it's a 30-second timeout. You see the bench as head coach David Farber continues to talk to his team that had an early lead, but the Rangers now find themselves down by 3. And I know one thing he's talking about is ball fakes. Fake a pass to make a pass is what he's talking about to get this defense to go for those fakes. So as we're back to action, it'll be Ranger ball after the foul call. Marissa Rummel, the new player in for Clark, by the way. Here's a pass around the horn. Down low, Palomino up, partially blocked and rebounded by Clark. Some contact on the rebound, but no whistle. Playoff basketball, they don't call everything, that's for sure. Here's Adams, right wing, looking low. Ball kicked on the entry pass. Looking for Kendall Young. Garrett back in. Palomino goes out. Clark will inbound it. Comes out high to Kendall Young. Pass down low, tipped away and out of bounds. They'll say off the Rangers. I think it was Grell who got a hand on it. Weave action down low, a bad pass. Turnover. Adazic picks up the loose ball. Started to go up the floor, but it's knocked out of her hands. So it'll be Ranger ball on the far sideline. It's 24-21. Clark up by 3. 4:40 left here in the second quarter. Looking down low, there's Elliott up with the right hand, good. Gabby Elliott with her 4th point of the game, a couple of field goals, and the Rangers have pulled within 1. Jackson finds a lane runner, shot blocked, but now a whistle. That was Rummel, one of the new subs into the game. Foul is called. Foul on 20. That's McGarity, her first. Should be the team's 7th at the free throw line. Making the first shot is Rummel. Rummel's first free throw is her first point of the game. She makes them both, and it's a 3-point lead. New player in, Valerie Michaelbust for the Rangers. McGarity directing traffic from the wing. Now high post Michaelbust kicks it wide. Now looking low for Grell. She dribbles out to the corner. Now up toward the wing, looking for an outlet. It's Adazic. She goes on the dribble, skips it wide. And here's a dribble drive to the paint, up and in. Good looking move by Trinity Garrett. Her first field goal of the game, and running quickly is Clark, and they'll throw it away. So another new player in for the Cougars is Kayla Harris. She replaces Young, who just came into the game. The Rangers will bring it up. Down by 1, 3:40 to go. Opening half. Down low. Michael Bust. Pass too high. She couldn't control it. Turnover. And here come the Cougars throwing it up the floor again, and they throw it out of bounds again. Back-to-back turnovers by the Cougars. Rangers need to take advantage of this. And Dazik will bring it up. And there's a push off as the pass intended. Fouls on 30. Haley Adams first. Looks to be the 6th team foul, so still Ranger ball out of bounds. Dazik gets it, goes on the run, 10-footer up and no good. Rebounded by Jackson, and here come the Cougars. Jackson in a full splint, goes the distance, misses the layup. Rebound is up, and it's no good. Now another rebound controlled by the Cougars. No, the Cougars come up with it, and inside is Jackson. I thought the Rangers had it, but Jackson comes up with it. She's got a dozen, and the Cougars lead at 28-25. A 3-point lead, under 3 minutes to go, and now the Rangers throw it away. Jackson with the steal. The layup's good as she goes the distance. Tania Jackson has 14 of the 30 points by Clark, and they lead by 5 with just about 2.5 to go. Rangers really struggling getting the ball moving because of the pressure defense by Clark. Here's Grell on the move, kicks it to the corner. Garrett goes on the move, inside. She got hammered, and she'll get free throws. Foul on Rummel, her first, 7th team. Garrett goes to the line, where she's 1 of 2 so far this evening. Trinity, the sophomore, averages about 7 points and 5 rebounds a game. Makes the first for her 4th point. Garrett has started 32 of 33 games. And now she eyes the second free throw. This one rims in and out, no good. So it's 30-26, a 4-point lead for the Cougars on the run. Jackson will go to the distance, and she gets fouled. The shot won't go, but she'll get 2 free throws. Grell with the foul, her second. It's the 8th team foul, and Jackson will get 2 shots. First one's no good. About the only thing she hasn't done real well tonight is shoot free throws. She's now 2 of 5. Jackson on the season shoots free throws at a 73% mark. And she's 50% tonight with her 15th point. She is 3 of 6 from the line. Here's Garrett into the lane, won't go. And there's a foul on a rebound. I think it's against Smithson Valley. It looks like it is. We'll go the other end and shoot free throws. It is on Garrett after missing the runner in the lane. Apparently she pushed off. Palomino will come in for her. It's a second foul on Garrett. 9th team foul. And we'll shoot the 1-and-1 with 2:08 to go in the second quarter and a 5-point lead for the Cougars. First shot up and no good on the 1-and-1, but getting the own rebound is the shooter, and that is Kayla Harris. So she misses the free throw, but gets a putback, and it's a 7-point lead by Clark now at 33-26, under 2 to go. Palomino runs baseline, tries to dish it. It's deflected, intended, but not there. Now out to the wing, top side, Jackson. Clark on the move with a 7-point lead. Inside, nice move, block shot. I think the Rangers got a nice job that time by Abigail Clifton. The backup post gets a block shot, and the Rangers with the ball. 1:30 to go, second quarter. McGarity, Palomino, long two, in and out, won't go. Shot's not falling right now, and the Rangers need some. Jackson into the paint. There's a travel, but no whistle. The shot by 20 is blocked. Rummel's shot is blocked, and it goes out of bounds off of Clark after the loose ball rebound. So the Rangers with the ball down by 7. 1:14 to go. 33-26 Clark with a big second quarter. And the Rangers turn it over. Here's Jackson. Gives it up. Layup won't go. Tipped out. They say off the Rangers. Gomez with the layup try for Clark. Rangers try to take it out and almost got it. Inbounds pass. Up top to Jackson. Pass on the wing. Rummel on the move. And there's a bad pass. It goes out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on the Cougars. Ranger ball. Under a minute to go. It's a 7-point lead for Clark. Rangers haven't had many shots fall the last couple of minutes. Palomino has a dribble, goes left. Gives it off to Grell, top of the key. Puts it on the floor, looks low for Palomino. Gives it up, but not caught. This one through the hands. And down the distance is Jackson again forcing the issue. Clifton couldn't handle the pass. So Jackson goes back to the free throw line. Jackson's first shot is up, and this one's good. She's got 16. Delia Lewis comes in, along with Gabby Elliott back in. Rangers with a little bit of foul trouble. Second free throw, no good. Offensive rebound by Clark. Loose ball, they pick it up. Jackson has it top of the key. 20 seconds to go. 3-ball, right wing, off the iron. Won't go by Gomez, and fighting for the rebound. I think the Rangers committed another foul. It is Adazic's second foul. We're over the limit. So 2 free throws. First one up and good by Haley Adams. Her first points of the game. Second shot. This one hits high off the iron and comes off, rebounded by Elliott. The freshman, a nice job. Throws it ahead. On the loose is Lewis. She almost loses control of the ball, then does lose it. Then sends it up ahead with an over-the-head pass. Now it's a loose ball picked up by the Cougars, and another Ranger foul is whistled. And we'll go to the other end for free throws. And the Cougars want a timeout. So with 2.5 seconds to go, there's a timeout on the floor. We'll take it as you're listening to Smithson Valley and watching Smithson Valley Ranger girls basketball here on the Ranger Network.
Did you brush your teeth? Yeah. Have you brushed your teeth? Yeah.
Moms, we've got you covered. Bring your kids to Summerhill Dental no matter how often they say they brush their teeth.
Back to the Alamo Convocation Center where the Rangers trail the Clark Cougars now, 35-26, final seconds of the first half. As I'm not real sure. I guess it was team control. That's why there's no free throws. And with 2.5 seconds to go, Jackson will heave up a half-court shot that won't go. And that's your halftime score. It's Clark 35, Smithson Valley 26. We're at halftime here on the Ranger Network.
With university admission competition at its peak and demand in the workplace for the best and brightest young talent, the time is now to give our students the edge at Comal ISD. And that edge is Memorial Early College High School. No matter where you reside in Comal ISD, MEX will help accelerate your learning and prepare you for a lifetime of success. You have a choice to make your high school experience fit you and your way of learning. Through a unique relationship with St. Philip's College, you can earn an associate's degree of arts. That's 2 years of college for free while you are still in high school. MEX offers a combination of regular and dual credit courses taught right here by instructors that have master's degrees. Learn in a hands-on collaborative way at MEX. Research, explore, problem solve, and build long-lasting relationships with driven, focused, and great students like yourself. Our campus is unique with many opportunities to get involved in school spirit. Our many clubs, academic UIL, sports, community, and leadership opportunities will have you screaming with eagle pride and soaring to new heights of excellence. Explore your options with Comal ISD. Explore Memorial Early College High School today.
In this arena, we come at you like a freight train. Here, nothing but sidestepping, high-flying, over-the-top action. And this is where tradition, pride, and determination all come together. Big East, Pac-12, and Big Ten on Fox and FS1.
Watch FS1, GVTC, Channel 515.
All right, we're back to the Alamo Convocation Center where it's Clark 35-26 over the Rangers here at halftime. We've got some exciting stuff coming up on the Ranger Network in the next, let's say, couple of weeks, starting March 5th, where softball, the Rangers host the Canyon Cougars. That's March 5th at 7 p.m. at the softball fields in Smithson Valley. Then a couple of weeks later, it is boys soccer at Smithson Valley as the New Braunfels Unicorns come to town. That's a 7 p.m. kick, also again on March 22nd. And then baseball. The Rangers take on the Judson Rockets at the Ranger baseball field. That's March 26th, and that again is at 7 p.m. That's exciting action, all of that on the Rangers Network over the month of March, and we can't wait for you to be able to have a chance to take part in that. We are at halftime. Clark up by 9. The leading scorer of the game is Tania Jackson with 16 points in the first half. She has been remarkable. Also, their leading scorers include Rachel Lee with 5 and a few others. For the Rangers, 3 different players have 6 points. It is Brianna Grell with 6, Ashley Adazik with 6, and McGarity also has 6. Both Grell and McGarity and Adazik each have a pair of 3-pointers for their 6 points. Again, exciting times going on the Ranger Network. We told you what's coming up. Don't forget the winner of this game. As we look at what the bracket looks like, Churchill is taking on Steele, and the winner of this game gets the winner of that game as the Region 4 playoffs continue. This in the area round. I guess that would be the area final, or regional quarterfinal is what I see. The regional quarterfinal as these two, as this game winner faces the winner of Churchill and Steele. And It's going to be some mighty big talent when those two teams face each other, whether it is Smithson Valley or Clark or Churchill or Steele. We're at halftime. Clark leads at 35-26. We've got another timeout ahead as you are on the Ranger Network.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Comal Independent School District, HEB, GVTC, Wick Productions, Ferris Orthodontics, Summerhill Dental, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, and Pizza Hut.
The Maine Cabin Master's main motto. Yeah. Work hard. Work harder. In any weather. Any weather.
Just another day in the life of Maine Cabin Masters.
On an all-new Maine Cabin Masters, Monday night at 9, only on DIY Network.
Watch DIY GVTC Channel 126.
Flipping houses in Chicago it's a gamble.
The budgets could spiral out of control.
It's already kind of spiraled. A profit like that is worth the gamble. So we are all in. How am I gonna get a railing in 2 weeks? This job's gonna kill me.
All new Windy City Rehab, Tuesday at 9 on HGTV.
Watch HGTV GVTC Channel 578.
Warning, what you are about to see is disturbing.
I want to spit this out right now.
That's why they called in the experts.
What do you focus on first?
Look at this, holding it with a spatula.
Oh, they say burn, I say smoky flavor.
We taste the food, so you don't have to.
All new, Worst Cooks in America, Sunday night at 9, only on Food Network.
Watch Food Network, GVTC Channel 563.
In this arena, we come at you like a freight train. Here, nothing but sidestepping, high-flying, over-the-top action. And this is where tradition, pride, and determination all come together. Big East, Pac-12, and Big Ten on Fox and FS1.
Watch FS1, GVTC Channel 515.
Those are nice. Hey, can I borrow those?
Okay.
Yeah? I'll see you later.
And welcome back on the Ranger Network to the Alamo Convocation Center. It is the Clark Cougars 35, the Rangers of Smithson Valley 26, so work to do by the home team. The Lady Rangers have made their way out of the locker room, still waiting for the Clark Cougars to make their way out onto the floor as we're just about a minute away from the start of the second half. An update, the other game in this Region 4 area was Steele winning over Churchill 69-55. So Steele gets the winner of this one after 16 more minutes of basketball is played. Clark again, 35-26. The Rangers got a total of 9 players on the floor. Only the starting 5 scored. Unofficially, Clark had 10 players participate, and 8 different players scored at least a point for the Cougars. who lead again 35-26. The Cougar bench looking for some energy from someone to start them off here in the second half. Again, 16 more minutes of basketball to go here at the Alamo Convocation Center. The winner to go on to face Steele. This being a Friday night, it is likely that next game will be on a Tuesday night as the playoff road continues in UIL basketball. Ball will belong to Clark as we're almost ready to get underway. Rangers got some work to do. Rangers go with their starting five. David Farber having a discussion of whose ball it is. He's not real sure it should belong to Clark, and he voices that, but the officials get together and indicate it is Clark basketball. Coach Farber having a little fun with it. So we're underway in the second half. Jackson, Tanaya Jackson, the senior guard. The only player tonight in double figures in the first half. She's got it on a dribble. Goes baseline, kicks it up high. Solitaire can't handle it. Finally scrambles for it. Bell has it. Off to Solitaire. And deflected. Almost a steal by Adazic. Now a long three by Lee. And she's got her first three-pointer of the game is the first points of the second half, and it's a 12-point lead for Clark. Rangers looking for offense now. Grell, top of the keys, squares up, sends it to the wing. McGarity turns down a three, gives it to Elliott, who now back to Grell on the move through the lane. Wide open three ball, left corner, in and out, won't go. Rebounded by Grell, up and in. The shot no good by Garrett, but Grell rebounds it for the first deuce of the second half. Here's inside move by Clark, no good. Rebounded by Jackson. 1-on-5, she went up and got it. Solitaire turns, spins, loses it out of bounds. They say Smithson Valley knocked it out, but I think she just lost it. It's either a foul or it's Smithson Valley ball. I think the officials, not wanting to call a foul there, just gave the Clark Cougars the ball. Tough call for the Rangers trying to come back, down by 10 now. Stepped out of bounds. Did Rachel Lee. So a turnover gives it back to the Rangers. Minute and a half gone here, third quarter action from the Alamo Convocation Center in San Antonio, Texas, the home of San Antonio ISD. Grell throws it inside, and it's not handled by Gabby Elliott. The freshman's hands not good enough that time for a scoring opportunity. 38-28, Clark up by 10. Jackson with the left-hand dribble across the timeline. Pass comes from Young, now deflected, stolen by Adazic, and they're going to say she double dribbled. Looked like the ball was knocked out of her hands to me, but they'll say she double dribbled, and a turnover by the Rangers gives it back to Clark. Clark inbounds it to Jackson as we near the 6-minute mark. Looking low. Turnaround no good. Shot by Young, rebounded by the Rangers. Adazic up the sideline, then loses control, gets it back. Gives it off. McGarity on the move. Floater from about 8, rims back to her, and now she'll go again. Looking for someone to move open. Grell does, top of the key. Spins into the lane. The left-hander's shot is up off the iron, no good, rebounded by Young. Here comes Jackson. Wanted to throw it, but turns down an opportunity. Now finds someone open. It's Bell, and she makes the layup. Cassie Bell. She's got 6. The lead is 12. 5.5 to go. Third quarter action. 6A area, Region 4. 3-ball. Adazic hits another one. She's got 9 on 3 threes. And there's a timeout on the floor. Called by Smithson Valley. It is a 30, so we'll keep it here. So second timeout called by Smithson Valley's head coach David Barber. Both of them 30s. The only timeout called by Clark was a full timeout in the first half. Got about 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And the lead, which was 9 at the half, is 9 again as we've played 3 minutes into the third period. David Farber, as we've mentioned, is the head coach of the Ranger girls. Shane Melling, Brooke Muchagemba, and Holly Sierra, the assistant coaches for Coach Farber. 26-8 coming into the game tonight. They've still got work to do, down by 9, almost at the midway point of the third quarter. It's Clark ball. Jackson will walk it up as she's slowing the pace just a little bit. With the lead, she gets a set of horn screens on either side of her, throws it off the glass from about 8 and scores again. Tania Jackson tallying up some points tonight. Garrett on a right-hand dribble to the right wing, skips it left. 3 ball by McGarity. Bottoms. Annika McGarity's got 9. She tied with Adazic for the team lead, and it's an 8-point advantage for Clark. Pass inside, pass outside. Solitaire 3 off the iron, no good. Tipped and not controlled. Adazic was behind the potential rebounder. She tried to tip it away, and it went out of bounds, so it'll belong to the Cougars. Jackson takes the inbound play and surveys. Gets it back from Young, now goes on the dribble. Gives it wide to Lee. Cross court Solitaire, now Young inside for Bell. Off her hands, out of bounds. It'll be Smithson Valley ball and a turnover by the Cougars. So down by 8, 42-34. Midway point, third quarter. Rangers need some points. A 3 ball by McGarity and a 3 ball by Adazic and a layup by Grell. The only points here in the third quarter. Here's McGarity. 3 ball, no good. Rebounded by Bell, and here come the Cougars. Over the top for Young. Back to Jackson. Finds a player inside. It's Solitaire. Spins left hand up off the iron. No good. Rebound loose on the floor. Picked up. Adazic has it. Now she's fouled. Reaching in, I think it's Solitaire. It is Sydney Solitaire with her second foul. It's the first team foul in the second half. Rangers yet to commit a foul here in the second half. They had a bunch of them in the first half. 4 different players with 2 fouls coming into the second half. Rangers down by 8, have the ball. Grell, top of the key. Adazic in the right corner, looking low for Elliott. She goes to work, and there's a foul before the shot. They'll call it on Kayla Young, her first. Kendall Young, her first, team's second. Now they'll work the inbounds. Hand off. Spin move. They're going to call a foul on it. Garrett, the sophomore guard, tried to spin. She was held. Jackson picks up her first foul. Third team foul. Pass in for Gabby. Elliott's 8-footer is about a foot short, but it's thrown away by the Cougars after they grab the rebound. Looked like Elliott might have got bumped on the shot, but it didn't go. And no whistle, but it is Ranger ball after the turnover. Inbounds to Grell out near the center circle. Offense kind of stationary. Now Grell goes the distance. Off the glass, won't go. Elliott fights for the rebound. Has it, tries to save it. Gets it. Saved to Garrett, who goes on the dribble. Now top side, McGarity. Back to top of the key, down low. Elliott spins right. Goes up, and she's bumped again. I think Young picked up another foul. It is Kendall Young, her second. It's a fourth team foul, and here comes a sub. Kayla Harris in for Kendall Young for Clark. Still an 8-point advantage, 42-34. No one scored in a while. Here's inbound pass stolen by Solitaire. She'll go, and no whistle, and she misses the layup, and the Rangers come up with a loose ball. It'll be Garrett who brings it up the right sideline. 2.5 to go, third quarter. Long three. Adazic nails it. She's got a dozen. The Rangers are back within 5, 42-37. 2 and some change left in the third quarter. Clark wants to slow it down again as the Rangers have some life. Crowd up in the stands a little bit. Here's a long three by Jackson. No good. Rebounded by the Rangers. Left-handed three ball. Right wing. Good. Trinity Garrett. Her first points of the second half. She's got 7. We've got timeout on the floor. It'll be a full timeout called by Clark. The time, 1:52 to go in the third. The Rangers back within 2 at 42-40. We're back after this timeout on the Ranger Network.
In this arena, we come at you like a freight train. Here, nothing but sidestepping, high-flying, over-the-top action. And this is where tradition, pride, and determination all come together. Big East, Pac-12, and Big Ten on Fox and FS1.
Watch FS1, GVTC, channel 515.
Wow, Mom, those are nice. Hey, can I borrow those?
Okay.
Yeah? I'll see you later.
As we're back at the Alamo Convocation Center, we've got a ball game, 42-40. Clark up by just 2 now after leading by as many as 14. Jackson gets the screens, turns them down. Lee on the move, off the glass, won't go. She got bumped, no whistle. It's Grell who chases down the rebound. Adazic brings it ahead, skips it ahead. McGarity, left wing, turns down a 3. One bounce and a 16-footer, won't go. Rebound, nice rebound, pulled down by Haley Adams. And here comes Clark. Jackson on the dribble, up top to Lee. 1:15 to go in the third quarter. Still a 2-point game, Clark up by 2. Down low. Now Lee open from 15, and it rims in. All around the rim. Rachel Lee in double figures with 10 points. 44-40, Clark by 4. Less than a minute to go. A pass over the top looking for Elliott. Belongs to the Rangers as it goes out of bounds. Gabby Elliott, the freshman, with 4 points and several rebounds here in the first half. Inbounds pass comes to her. She'll give it up for Adazic. Clear out near the volleyball line. Now on the move to the glass, off the glass, no good. Looking for a call, didn't get it. Jackson on the run. Sends it ahead to Lee, deflected out of bounds. McGarity, nice job breaking up the fast break. 40 seconds to go. It'll be Clark ball in the deep corner. Adams now to Lee. Into the paint, back to Adams, turns down a 3, goes on the dribble, gives it up to Jackson. She's the captain. Senior into the lane with the left hand off the top of the iron, and it falls in. Jackson with 18 points, and the lead is 6 with less than 20 to go. Adazic. Here's a bump foul, I think, on Clark, and it is. Her second, Haley Adams' second. It's the 5th team foul. So Rangers will shoot free throws here in a moment. And there's a pass over the top intended for the freshman, Gabby Elliott, and she couldn't hang on to it. So with 12 seconds to go, It's a 6-point lead for Clark. Rangers need to stop here to keep it here. Jackson on the move across the timeline. Under 10 to go. Looks for a backdoor cut. Now wants to go one-on-one. Goes inside, and there's a, before the shot, I think, here's a screen. Call a foul on McGarity, I believe. It's the first team foul of the second half. The second foul on McGarity with 3 seconds to go. Clark will throw it in from the baseline. They get it in, and a shot up off the glass won't go, and a rebound putback won't go. That's Kayla Harris. She gets 2 shots at it, but neither one goes, and we're stuck at a 6-point game. 46-40. Clark on top of Smithson Valley. We've got only the fourth quarter to go when we're back after this timeout on the Ranger Network.
Where Zaxby's is from. Some like it classic. Some like it saucy. For others, it's gotta be crispy. But everyone loves the flavor that brings us together. And whether you like it spicy or old school, you'll like it even more. Because Zaxby's 5 fan favorites are now just $5.99 each. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's.
We're back at the Alamo Convocation Center with the Ranger Network. And again, as we told you earlier, some exciting games coming up with softball, soccer, and baseball out at Smithson Valley here on the Ranger Network. Right now, it's Ranger ball coming out of the start of the fourth quarter. On the alternating possession, the ball belongs to Smithson Valley. Clark leads it 46-40, a 6-point advantage for the Cougars. Adazic gets a screen, goes right. Looking for top of the key. That's Garrett. She gets a screen from Grell. Goes to the lane. Gives it up for Gabby Elliott. She throws it up. Off the iron. Won't go. So a missed shot gives it back to Clark, and Jackson wants to run. Right sideline. All the way to the arc. Waits for a cutter. Now sends it out high. On the dribble. Loses the dribble. That's Adams. Now down low. Back out to Adams. On the run. Gets it into the paint. Shot off the glass. This one's good. Kayla Harris. She's the player who didn't make a couple of shots at the end of the third quarter. This one she does, gives the Cougars an 8-point lead about a minute into the fourth quarter. 48-40. Rangers get it up. The ball goes out of bounds off of Clark. Coach Farber calls the offensive set he wants. And Adazic dribbles to the wing. Up top, McGarity turns down a 3 because she was defended too well. Now Adazic tries to penetrate. Shut off, keeps the dribble with the right hand. Now open, 3-ball, good. Wow. Ashley Adazic with 15 on 5 3-pointers, and it's a 5-point lead again. Coach Farber telling his team to pick up. We've got 2-3 Clark Cougars. Here's Lee, right wing, 3. Wow. Rachel Lee. That's her second 3 of the second half. She's got 13. And they're back to an 8-point advantage, are the Clark Cougars. And all of a sudden, there's a silly foul by Haley Adams. Her third foul, the 6th team foul by Clark. So after this, the Rangers will be going to the free throw line. And that's where they can pick up some ground if they can make them. Adazic signals the offensive set. Top of the key. That's Garrett. Gets a screen. Goes. Might have pushed off. Now spins off the glass. Left hand. Good. Trinity Garrett, the sophomore, with her 9th point. Rangers back within 6 at the 6-minute mark. Here's Lee, an open 3, right corner, off the iron, won't go. Off a couple of legs, down on the floor, loose ball. There's a foul called. It's on 21. That's Kayla Harris of Clark. We'll be shooting free throws. It's a 6-point game, 51-45, 6 minutes to go. Kayla Harris, that's her first foul, but that is the 7th team foul. Trinity Garrett goes to the free throw line where she is 2 of 4 tonight. She's got the 1-and-1. Front end is good. Probably a good thing. I wrote down 2 circles for 2 free throws. Good thing she missed or made that first one. 55% her free throw percentage on the season. 7 points, 5 rebounds. She made both of them here. 2 big free throws for the Rangers sophomore. 11 points for Garrett. Rangers with full court pressure. We go under 6 minutes to go. It's a 4-point game. Jackson across the timeline. Plays catch with Bell. High post. That's Harris. Pass inside to Bell. Now Lee, 3, left wing, off the iron, won't go, but their Clark Cougars are there for the rebound. Rangers kind of watched it that time. I didn't see anybody really go. Here's Jackson into the lane, knocked out of her hands by Adazic, and that'll be her 3rd foul. Ashley Adazic, the team's leading scorer at 15, picks up her 3rd foul, and Jackson goes back to the line. First one is good. Second free throw would be for her 20th point. And she gets it. Tania Jackson now with 20, and it's a 6-point game, 53-47. Under 5.5 to go. Grell with the dribble, right side. Adazic, top of the key. Adams on here, and here's an illegal screen called on Gabby Elliott. Everybody in the Smithson Valley side wants to know what she did. Doesn't take much to move. We get that whistle. So the 3rd team foul is the 3rd foul on Gabby Elliott. 6-point lead for the Cougars with the ball near the 5-minute mark. Here's dribble drive, lost, loose ball, picked up by Bell. Here's Jackson on the move inside, and she gets, she stepped out of bounds. Haley Adams carrying ashore a big share of the work, and she's on Adazic here in the 4th quarter. She's been on her most of the second half. McGarity. Don't need to be in a hurry, still with 4.5 to go. Just need some good possessions with good shots. Here's Elliott inside, blocked. Rebounded by McGarrett. She got fouled, no good on the shot. Cougars with the ball and the lead. Inside, Bell is loose. Fouled by Adazic, who's mad she had to go after her. Her 4th foul, Adazic's 4th foul. But somebody left her alone, and it's 2 shots for Bell. Bell has 6 tonight, her first trip to the line. On the season, 53%, she makes the first. Bell's left-handed free throw is no good. Rebounded on the offensive glass. That's a big job by Kayla Harris. She gets the offensive rebound and the basket. Harris now with 6. The lead is 8. Down loose on low. It's Elliott with a miss. Rebounded by the Cougars. Nice job of hustle that time by Trinity Garrett, who knocked it away of the charging Adams. Now here's McGarity going the distance. She's bumped, and she'll get a couple of free throws. Push foul, they say, on Rachel Lee. That'll be her 3rd. McGarity goes to the line. 68%, the top free throw shooter on the Rangers. McGarity's first trip to the line tonight. She makes the first. Now gets a second. It's also good. She's in double figures with 11. And it's a 7-point lead as we go under 4 minutes to play. A little trouble with the pressure, but Cougars break it. Harris, who didn't play much in the first half, has been a game changer here in the second half. It's a 7-point lead for the Cougars with the ball. They're just playing keep away now out near the center circle and high post. Jackson with Grell on her. Goes by her. Goes inside. Left hand. She gets bumped. McGarity, I think. Nope. Oh, no. They called it on Adazic, and she's fouled out, I believe. It is her 5th foul. Ashley Adazic, the only senior in the starting lineup, leaves the game with team high 15 points. That's a big loss for the Rangers. Big loss. The senior guard. All of a sudden they've got the shooter shooting even before the Rangers bring their subs. Or their sub. It's a 7-point lead. They had the ball, handed the ball, or threw the ball to Jackson, and she shot a free throw, but now, since it didn't count, she gets 2 more. Tania Jackson, unofficially with 21 points, makes the first, now the second. This one's short, off the iron, rebounded by the Rangers, and there's a foul, and the Rangers will shoot free throws without any time going off the clock. Foul on Bell, I believe. Cassie Bell, her 3rd foul. Trinity Garrett, the sophomore, who's been at the line 4 of 6 so far tonight, has 11 points, has 2 shots. Has 1 and 1. And it's off the iron, no good, rebounded by Clark. Rangers down by 8, need some stops and some scores. Jackson with the dribble against Grell. Goes into the paint. Now just trying to dribble some time off as we go under 3 minutes to play. Coach Farber wants to switch. Now Garrett comes over, and Jackson goes all the way to the rim and scores. 23 points for Tania Jackson, the obvious player of the game. If Clark wins and they're up by 10 with 2.5 to go. 3 ball. Grell, no good. Rebounded by Clark. Rangers really trying to dig deep here. Here's Jackson, goes in, lays it up, no good. Somebody get the rebound. It's on the floor, and it's a jump ball. Belongs to Clark, I believe, on the alternating possession. 2:20 left in the game. 59-49. Clark up by 10. Rangers still in the fight, though. Need a stop, need a steal, need a deflection, need a rebound. Adams with the dribble against Grell. Grell bumps her, and that's a foul. 3rd foul on Grell. Some of the Smithson Valley fans, you might have heard them. You're going to call that after all the contact tonight. Jackson gets the inbound play. We near the 2-minute mark. There's an offensive foul on Jackson. Nice job by Trinity Garrett to catch up and pick her up in the back court. Jackson's 2nd foul is the 10th team foul. Player control, no free throws. 10-point game. Garrett will run the point with Adazic out. Garrett goes into the paint, and they're going to call her for an offensive foul. So the 3rd foul of the night by Trinity Garrett is the 7th team foul, but again, player control, no free throws. 2 minutes left in the game. It's a 10-point lead for Clark. Rangers need a steal. Need to turn it over. Garrett on Jackson, up the center of the court. Need a 5-second count. Boy, Jackson is crafty. They'll work it out. Adams has it top side. Gives it to Lee. Palomino and now trap Jackson. Palomino picks up the foul, I believe. It'll be her second. The 8th team foul will be free throws for Tanaya Jackson, who leads all scorers with 23 tonight. Dalia Lewis comes into the game for Gabby Elliott. Another defender, another quick defender. Jackson with 1 and 1. And it hits about every piece of the rim it could. And her 24th point. Make it 25 as she makes them both. And it's a 12-point lead. Rangers really need a bucket bad and quickly. Garrett gets a screen. Tries to go to the rim. She'll get a couple of free throws after the foul on Kayla Harris. So Garrett goes to the line. And she gets 2 shots this time, 4 of 7 from the line tonight. The left-hander's first shot is up. Good. She's got a dozen and has 1 more shot. Left-hander up and good. Timeout, Smithson Valley. It'll be a full timeout. It is 61-51. Clark up by 10 with 1:21 to go in the game. We'll be back for the final 81 seconds after this timeout on the Ranger Network.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Comal Independent School District, HEB, GVTC, Wick Productions, Ferris Orthodontics, Summerhill Dental, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, and Pizza Hut.
Warning, what you are about to see is disturbing.
I want to spit this out right now.
That's why they called in the experts.
What do you focus on first?
Look at this, holding it with a spatula.
Oh, they say burn, I say smoky flavor.
We taste the food, so you don't have to.
All new. Worst Cooks in America. Sunday night at 9. Only on Food Network.
Watch Food Network, GVTC, Channel 563.
As we're back at the Alamo Convocation Center, the Rangers still have work to do. Down by 10, 61-51 with 81 seconds to go. The ball belongs to Clark after a couple of free throws by Garrett to get her up to 13. Now full court zone pressure. It's a diamond and one. Jackson across the timeline, gives it over to Adams. Corner, it's Lee. Skips it down low, now up high. They're just playing catch. And they're going to have to foul are the Rangers to stop the clock. Foul her. Yeah, they do. Bell caught the ball, who's not as good a free throw shooter as Jackson for sure. And the Rangers catch up to her and foul her. So Cassie Bell, I believe shooting 1 and 1, and there's subs to come in. Well, she's in for the shooter. And the shot is good by Cassie Bell. She'll get the bonus. That's her 8th point. Left-handed shot. Second one rims out. Rebounded by McGarity. She'll push it up the floor. And it's knocked away. Looks like it's off the Rangers and out of bounds. So 43 seconds to go. There is a timeout by Clark. So let's keep it here. Let's tell you what a wonderful season this has been for the Rangers. Again, they'll finish the season with a 26-9 record. In league play, they were 10-4. Did a nice job. As you look at the longest win streak of the season, a 9-game winning streak from December 1st until January 4th. Started at New Braunfels with a win, then went to Churchill with a win, Laredo Alexander a win, home to San Marcos, back at New Braunfels, home to Clemens, at Canyon, home to Laredo United South, and then home to East Central before they went to Judson and lost for the first time in more than a month. Now the Clark Cougars, after the timeout, will have the ball in an 11-point lead. 43 seconds to go. We'll see if the Rangers continue to foul to send them. That's apparently what Coach Farber wants to do. Keep it out of Jackson's hands, and she's out of the game. They get it into Lee. And they almost throw it away. They do throw it away. Palomino to the rim. She's blocked and fouled. The foul called on Madeline Gomez. And Tori Palomino has a chance to get in the scorebook with a couple of free throws. Tori averaged the junior 3 points and 2.5 rebounds on the season. First free throws up and cleanly through. She looks like a good free throw shooter. On the season, almost 70%, so she is. Second one, a little bit short, gets the bounce though. 2 points in the book for Tori Palomino, and it's a 9-point game. Another steal here, and you have some hope, and there is a steal. Palomino steals the full court pass. Then she's going to the rim, loses control, gets it back, and then throws it away. Stolen by the Cougars. That's Haley Adams who gets fouled, and she'll go to the other end to shoot free throws. Less than 30 seconds to go in a 9-point game. This one could be all but in the book. Adams will go to the other end. I believe it's 2 shots. It is. So again, congratulations to the Rangers of Smithson Valley. Head coach David Farber and his staff and the team as Adams misses the first one. Raina Peavy, the junior forward, number 42, comes in for Grell. I believe she's the only player who hasn't been on the floor so far tonight. Second free throw is good by Adams. And here comes Garrett. Top of the key, left-handed three, up and through. Garrett now with 16 is taking over the team's scoring lead. And there's a timeout by Smithson Valley. I think we'll just keep this one here if it's okay with everyone. 63-56, it's a 7-point game. The Rangers now, as I mentioned, Trinity Garrett, the sophomore, with the three-pointer now has 16 on the night. Adazic fouled out with 15, so Garrett takes the team lead. 3 players now in double figures. McGarity has 11. And as I mentioned, leading all scorers, Tania Jackson, the player of the game for Clark, went out with 25 points on the game. Rangers coach Farber used a timeout to stop the clock for one thing, and after the three-pointer, reset his zone and see what kind of pressure he could put on. Timeout, still a few seconds to go. The Cougars will advance to take on Steele, winner 69-55 over Churchill earlier. That will be in the Region 4 quarterfinal. Is that what we decided? Anyway, Clark, will take on Steele next week. Clark gets it inbounds to Lee. Don't know that they're trying to foul. And now the subs. There's a deflection, maybe a steal. Clock under 10 seconds to go. Here goes Young. And there's the clock. So congratulations to the Smithson Valley Rangers for a great season, but congratulations to the Clark Cougars as they advance. 31-2, Clark advances with the 63-56 victory here in the area round playoff game for Class 6A in Region 4. So congratulations to Clark as they advance to take on Steele. Our postgame show is coming up next. This is the Ranger Network.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Comal Independent School District, HEB, GVTC, WIC Productions, Ferris Orthodontics, Summerhill Dental, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, and Pizza Hut.
The home of the Alamo Convocation Center and SAISD was home to this playoff game tonight, where the Clark Cougars have defeated the Smithson Valley Rangers 63-56. What a fantastic basketball game. Whether you're here or not, I'm glad you had a chance to witness this. As again tonight, Jackson, the senior guard for Clark, with 25 points, leads all scorers, paces one other player, Rachel Lee, with 13 in double figures for Clark. Again, the Rangers had 16 from Garrett, 15 from Adazik, I'll say it right, and McGarity had 11. Those the three double-figure scores. So again, congratulations to head coach David Farber, his staff, and that team, and all of Smithson Valley for a great showing in girls basketball here in the area round playoffs. So we're going to sign it off for now. Again, for everyone in Bowick Productions, some great camera work again tonight, as it's been every time we've had an event for you here on the Ranger Network. This is Tony Brubaker saying good night and God bless. Again, the Rangers fall to Clark 63-56.